Welcome back to Luck Management. I'm your host, Carter Loesch, and tomorrow is the biggest day, biggest game, biggest moment, maybe of my entire life. Notre Dame plays Ohio State in the national championship. For the glory of it all, the first college football playoff ever, Notre Dame has the opportunity to bring its name back into glory. After beating three teams already, Indiana, Georgia, Penn State, all we got left is Ohio State. All we have left is one game in front of us. All we have left is the opportunity to destroy a drought that's 37 years old. All we have are our brothers and our sisters and our people rooting for Notre Dame to win. America's team this week. Notre Dame has the opportunity to do the unthinkable, where everyone said they can't win the big one, where everyone said they're overrated, where everyone said they needed to join a conference, playing in their 16th game, an unprecedented run by Notre Dame after losing to NIU, rattling off 13 straight, and becoming one of the best programs and spark plugs for entire college football in total. I am so proud of this team. We are in the college football playoff. It takes one game. It takes one game, and we can do it. And I am so honored to be able to be a part of this team, to say that I went there, and to know that they did this the right way. Through hard work, through determination, through growth. Notre Dame has the from these guys. I am so excited for this team, and I know that no matter the result, I will have had the best experience with this team. This is a team that I will never ever forget. This is the team that will live in infamy more than the 2012 team. This team means everything. This team truly represents what Notre Dame is, what they're building, and what they want to be. And I'm so proud of this. Now, I said win or lose, but I'm going to tell you what. Notre Dame will beat Ohio State and win the national championship. They will be reigning supreme as the top team in the NCAA. Marcus Freeman will lead us to glory in his third year as coach. As the prophecy says, Notre Dame will get a top 5 recruited class, and the dynasty begins tomorrow. The dynasty has begun, actually. I will say that. The dynasty is here. Marcus Freeman, a leader of men, the players that we get in, the buy-in, it's beautiful. The future with Carr, Jeremiah Love only being a sophomore. Are you kidding me? Great things are coming. Great things are here right now, and we need to seize the moment. You don't know when these moments will pass you by. There's not many opportunities in your life, and you need to seize them. Later turns into nothing. Do it now, Notre Dame. Do it now. So, I want to get into some key stats for this game. Starts at 7:30, January 20th, big day, MLK Day, with the first black coach in the college football playoff. Come on, Marcus Freeman. Come on. America's team, reinstating God, Trump, presidency, inauguration. It's good for America. Now, J.D. Vance, Ohio State, that's kind of his thing. And I will, hand up, I did take a class at Ohio State. So I have Ohio State credits in me, but we're cutting them. We don't need them. We don't want them. Ohio, you know what people say about Ohio? It's not that bad. There's never anything good about Ohio. Ohio sucks, okay? Ohio sucks. I mean, Indiana's not that amazing either, but South Bend's awesome. But this is our time. So the game is at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time in Atlanta. Hotlanta, my old stomping grounds. Lived there for 3 years. Rated Mercedes-Benz, that starship that they call a football stadium. And I loved my time in Atlanta. There's good vibes in Atlanta. There's excitement in Atlanta. And this game is going to show it. It's going to be it. It's going to bring us together. So this game started where at the beginning of it, Notre Dame was as high as minus 10 points. Give me 10 points in the national championship game with Riley Leonard and Jeremiah Love and our defense that gives up 12 points a game. You're going to say 10 points? Okay. It has since shifted to about 8.5. That line is moving. There's a lot of discussions. Everyone says that Notre Dame doesn't have the depth. Notre Dame does not have the amount of athletes. We're in the national championship. It's one game. Anything can happen. I love being the underdog that much. I love it. I feed it. Inject it into my veins. Make me a 17-point underdog. We are not an 8.5-point underdog. And honestly, I think it helps us. I think it actually helps us because everyone's thinking Ohio State. Even the players are thinking Ohio State. Even the guys on the team, they're not going to go as hard at Ohio State. They're going to be like, we're an 8.5-point favorite. And they keep telling them, don't discount them or all this back and forth. I love it. We feed off of it. We fed off of it the whole time. Everyone thinks we're going to lose. No one thinks that we can show up. But in Marcus Freeman, we trust. We're showing up and we're going to get it done. We are going to win this football game. I will say that a million more times today. But over-under is 45.5. So they're not expecting a big game. You think about that, that's a 24-21 sort of game right there. Not a lot of scoring. Both these defenses, Notre Dame is second or third in pass and defensive efficiency, allowing only about 12 points per game, while Ohio State, I think, allows 17. Two great defenses. It is something where everyone wants to talk about offense. Defense is on point here. There's going to be guys flying around like crazy. But over under 45.5. I think a lot of people think it's going to hit the under. I think a lot of people think Notre Dame is not going to score many points. I think you're guaranteed at least 14 points with a Jeremiah Love, Riley Leonard touchdown, but we're going to get into that in the betting corner. But 45.5, I could see it being lower. I can see a lot of tension, but I think a couple plays are going to break out. You could possibly see over. Now, that doesn't fit within my prediction, but you could see an over. I most likely stick to the under. College football, pandemonium, you never know. Ohio State started minus 377, and Notre Dame was plus 297, straight up. So that's money line. That's, you take the points, whatever, you just say Notre Dame's going to win outright. Plus 297. So if you bet $10, you make $29.70. So you really do make a lot of your money, and they're betting against it. Ohio State, not worth that bet. You're making $6 on a $10 bet, which I guess if you like that, sure, but that's not my cup of tea right there. So Notre Dame to win outright, plus 295. And now I want to get into my bets. I wanted to do this first. So we get into the bets, and then we're going to get into the analysis. Notre Dame to win outright, plus 295. Love it, love it, love it. That's a lot of money. That's a team of destiny right there. That's where you could win and make some money. That's a beautiful, beautiful spot to be in. Then Riley Leonard touchdown, plus 120. He scored in 15 games. Next bet, Riley Leonard, plus 120. He scored in 15 games, rushing touchdowns. He gets into the end zone. If he's on the goal line, he, you know what he's going to do, and you're going to see it. You're going to be like, yeah, you were right. He acts like it's an option. You know what? It is an option. He acts like he's going to hand it off to the running back. Nope, he's running it in. He always runs it in. It has been the lock of the century every single week. The only time he didn't do it, Georgia. And Georgia has a stout defense. Yes, Ohio State has a stout defense, but come on. Come on. Riley Leonard touchdown, plus 120. Bet your house. Jeremiah Love, plus 110, touchdown anytime. Jeremiah Love is full go. He was out last week. That's why I didn't want to put him in. Still scored a touchdown. He still scored a touchdown. I thought Jadarian Price was going to be in there, and I thought he was going to have his time. But Jeremiah Love, you can't keep him off the field. He's so dedicated to this team. He loves this squad, and he's a baller. He's going to be the best running back next year. He was arguably the best running back this year. He has shown how good he is and how strong he is. I'm so proud of him. He's going to score another touchdown plus 110. And then if you wanted to parlay those two together, a Riley Leonard touchdown and a Jeremiah Love touchdown, which that happens a lot. That's plus 591. $10 pays you $59. That's a worth it bet. Throw a couple nickels right on that. You never know. But those are my best bets. Those are my actual bets that I did. And I believe in them. I believe in them wholeheartedly. And now Jeremiah Love is actually plus 125. So that's crazy. And it's going to be bigger. It's going to be better. The one thing that I do worry about is the outside running. They're very good at stuffing on the inside. And I have some keys to the game, but they're very good at stuffing on the inside. Jeremiah Love, he just needs to be able to bounce out. That's why I think Jadarian Price is also another good bet. He's plus 230 to score a touchdown. Now, he doesn't get the opportunities around the end zone as much as Love and Leonard, but he can always bounce out. He can have a big run. It happens. It really does happen with Jadarian Price, and he's been so crucial to this team. Hasn't been injured. Bouncing out to the outside could be absolutely huge. So, other props that I saw that I was looking through that I think are really good ones. I think that the team runs a lot. There's not going to be so much passing. I think Jeremiah Love plus 43 yards is minus 115. That's a bet right there that you're going to make about your money back if you do that. He's going to have over 43 yards. So spend some money on that. He will get a lot of touches. He will get to plus 43. Riley Leonard plus 40. That's a little bit hard. He's minus 105 on that. He will do small rushes, but he does a lot of them. So he may get 6 to 7 yards, but that's requiring him to do at least 7 to 8. And I don't know what they're going to want to do. He will be running a lot. We'll see if he gets there. Also a decent bet. And then Jadarian Price plus 25 yards at minus 125. Jadarian Price averages like 8 yards a carry. You gotta sprinkle a little bit there. And then all three together plus 400. That's not bad. That's 4 times your money. I mean, check it out. Throw the bet. Could be good value. And then on the other side, even though I said it's going to be mostly rushing, Mitchell Evans, 34 yards, catching at least. He's at minus 115. He's one of those guys that catches 4 to 5 passes a game, usually about 8 to 10 yards. It could happen. Could totally see that happen. That's a solid look. I don't really think any other Notre Dame wide receivers due to the play style of Notre Dame. And you could long shot like Faison doing something, but he's all pitches and out routes. Maybe a yards thing, but don't put a touchdown on anyone because if the ball is within the 10-yard line, Notre Dame is running the football. Run the damn ball. So that's where my gambling side ends here. I have run with Notre Dame. I've made so much money this year off of Jeremiah Love, Riley Leonard touchdown, Notre Dame winning outright. If you did it right, you'd be right 14 out of the 15 times saying that Notre Dame was going to win, and they did. And I'm beyond excited for what this game is going to show. We're underdogs, but Vegas can suck one, okay? Vegas can suck one. Now we get into the Notre Dame keys of the game. Run the damn ball. I said it before, that's how they're going to play. They need to crush there. They need to control clock. They need to make sure that we are allowing our offense to shift from your screen passes, which in a sense is its own sort of run, to taking a shot once in a while. But your core is run the ball. Run the ball. Then 4 quarters, fuck you football. Notre Dame has been keeping that going. The linemen say it before every game. They care. They're angry. They're excited. Nobody thought that they would be that good. The linemen, they had 12 combined starts at the beginning of the year because our right guard got injured and he was out for the whole year. He's actually back. But no starts. They've worked all year together. These guys at Notre Dame, you're not dealing with these guys like, oh, I don't know if this guy's going to fill in. They're all top 100 recruits within the country. They're all the best at what they do. People think that Notre Dame doesn't get athletes. These guys are all going to the NFL. All we do is create a factory for linemen, for tight ends, for wide receivers. We have great strength and conditioning coaches. So be strong and show Ohio State why we're in this game. Overall, I said Jeremiah Love was going to have over 40 yards. I think he needs to get about 80 yards for it to be an effective game. That's because of time management, clock management, and I think that just creates a flow of he's a threat as he's running, and it opens up for passes, short passes for uh, Riley Leonard, short passes for Faison to get out in these pitch screens. Because if you're thinking that Jeremiah Love can break out, that defense moves up, allows your wide receivers to get down the field. You throw a little lofty one, boom, get 40 yards. That energizes and invigorates the team. So really need to have J Love work or a little tandem of Jadarian Price getting up to like 100 yards in total. We need to establish the run there. Turning to the quarterback side of the things, Riley Leonard needs 40 on the ground. I think he can do it, and I think he will. He will be pressured. The D line on Ohio State pressures very hard, and he'll have to move up and shift and get out of the pocket. And that's when he's his best. That's when he needs to see the field a little bit more, get around Jack Sawyer, get around these other guys, and move through. So I do think on his side, I'd love to see him get over 175 yards in passing. That's like asking for Christmas in July. It's just not. It's not a thing. He may end up with about 150, 160, but if he had 175 yards, I think that would set us up where they are worried about the passing game and then they are worried about the run game. One interception is okay. One. Two is not okay. Two is unacceptable. Two is probably a loss. It is a game of possessions. If you give up the ball twice in a game where they're going to be a lot of running, they're going to go hard-nosed football, I don't think we have a shot. You cannot throw two interceptions. See the field, see your guys, be safe. Take a shot when you need to, but this really matters. This is very, very crucial. So I would say two interceptions hurts us bad. Next, Mitchell Evans needs to elevate to the Notre Dame tight end greatness. Look, I got all my sheets. I got my sheets all throughout here. If he can catch a few passes, catch a touchdown, and be big in pivotal moments, Notre Dame has produced amazing tight ends recently. And he can be the next one. He can be the one that steps in and becomes something great. Remember, Mitchell Evans, come on. You've been a little bit quiet this year, and that's because it's been mostly run game. But if you do that, you will become glorified. We'll put up a statue. If Riley Leonard does it, he's getting a statue. I actually am going to make this. Riley Leonard, I will name my firstborn son Leonard if we win the national championship. He'll be named Leo Loesch. I'm so hype. I'm amped. It makes me want to have a son like right now. But we got to win this game. We got to win this game. If we don't, I'm not naming him that. I was thinking Marcus, but I don't know about that. Okay, Notre Dame needs to blitz. Stick to the guns. We've been blitzing all year. We're the largest blitzing team in the United States. Keep blitzing. Go after the quarterback. Get Will Howard scared. Get him on his back feet. Get him going. Like I said earlier, we need to sweep to the outside. End arounds, eye shifting passes, the little pitches. They get to the ball fast, but if you can get them moving and then do a couple fakes, some play action, get them to jump, I think we're at a really good spot right there. Now it comes to coaching. Marcus Freeman needs to pull off some trickery. He's done it all year. Fake punts, end arounds, uh, just very smart play and very smart coaching. And I think that if he just does these different sets, it's going to make a world of difference, whether that's special teams or uh, something on a field goal or block a kick. We need to do something outside of our norms of just offense and defense. Special teams is the third part of the game, and if we do it right, it could be glorious. I think that we cannot be down more than 14 points. If we're down more than 14 points, I have a real issue with us being able to come back. We were down by 10 against Penn State. That was manageable. It was the end of the half. We were getting the ball fine. But 14 points, that's very hard to do, and they will suffocate you. So I think that we need over 21 points to win. And that's why their defenses and our defenses are going to be going neck and neck. It might be low scoring. People are going to be like, oh, it's so boring. No. But it's 37 years in the making. This is the moment. This is the time to do it. There's no time like the present. Start fast. Establish the run. You have one chance to win. No more than one big play is going to make this game, but string a few plays together. Allow one big play on their side. Don't allow two. Don't allow three. Don't allow four. One's okay. Regroup, figure it out, and just know and believe in these guys. These guys that have shown it time and time again. 2012 was different. 2012 was different. We have arrived. This was not just some easy schedule that brought us here. No. We have a top 5 recruiting class. We have Marcus Freeman his third year. Most of his guys are here. Faith and family is the core of this football team. They're doing Bible studies back and forth. They're loving these moments, and they're growing as a team. Like I said, firstborn son. If he wins, oh my gosh, I'll be the happiest, probably most insufferable person you'll ever meet. But also, like, in so much joy and glory. I think after this, NIU lost the faith, the storybook ending. You can't make this up. This is storybook ending. This is movie ending. This is the glory of Notre Dame. Load the box, hit them hard, and win this game. Now, I want to move in to some things that I checked with Ohio State. When I was looking at Ohio State, they're a very well-run football team. And I think that they're great. They deserve to be in this national championship. They deserve to have everything that they have other than losing to Ohio State, but whatever. Or Michigan. Okay, the guys you need to watch out for on Ohio State, and they have a lot of them. I'm not going to lie. They have a lot of guys. Henderson, the running back. Ikabuka, he's a wide receiver. Great. Doesn't get as much notoriety because Jeremiah Smith is there. And Jeremiah Smith is all world, but Ikabuka, he's the guy that makes the offense run. He is fast. He is shifty. He's out routes. He's 10 yards, 12 yards. Sometimes those plays matter even more than the big play. He's consistent and ready to go. Henderson and Judkins, those guys are good running backs. We have a better running back and we have a better core. But I have to say, there is a need by our linebackers to push up. And then you have Will Howard. So let's start on the running side. So Judkins will stop and wait. He's very Le'Veon Bell-esque. So he'll wait for the hole to come and then he'll blast through. If we're filling and clogging holes, we're going to be just fine. Moving into Howard, actually Henderson. Henderson, very fast. He's gotten away. If you watch Ohio State when they played Notre Dame last year, got away for a huge run. He's just got speed. I mean, he's going to be playing on Sundays, and we'll just have to contain him. Hope he doesn't break out. In terms of Howard, Will Howard, dude, I hate that guy. Look at his dumb face. Look him up. Pause the podcast right now and look him up. Just dumb little face, like little frat boy. I mean, I was in frat, yeah, but whatever. He will go under center sometimes. And that's usually going to be a fast, quick, like slant route, or he's going to hand it off. So whenever he's doing that, expect something quick happening. He does a lot of screens, and he throws some deep balls, but not many. So he's a game manager too. As Riley Leonard is a game manager, so is Will Howard. They manage the game, make sure that they don't make as many mistakes. He's got a good ball, but he will hold on to the ball under pressure. He's not going to make too many bad choices. He did have a couple interceptions against Texas, and those were bad throws, but it didn't end up hurting him. So make him make a bad throw, which is very hard to do. He's been there for years. He's not Drew Aller that's just going to throw the ball. He will get sacked and he'll be fine. So I'm just, it's way different approach than Penn State, but it's definitely doable. This is so doable. And this is the best quarterback we've faced all year. I can confidently say that. The best quarterback we've faced all year. And the way that he throws screens, the way that he gets these guys open and pump fakes, track it, be there. We have great corners. We have fast guys, shift a lot. So we got to stop their vision. We got to make sure that they're confused. Got to make sure that they don't understand where we're coming in, because these guys see the crease and they go. So clog the holes. Also, a little bit on Howard. We'll try to squeeze. We need to pull back the linebackers about 10 yards there. And we need to have Spy there, but Spy mostly to pass. He's not really going to run. He's going to run once in a while. He trips over himself. Like, he's a klutz. But, yeah. On the goal line, they will run. No issue with the line. They're very strong. They will let people in if somebody's blitzing, and that's fine. But I mean, these are top 10 athletes. These are top 50 athletes that are playing on Sunday. They have a solid team, and Ohio breeds them big. They're very strong, but they'll lose the coverage. So we need to have Xavier Watts kind of hop in once. We need to have Drake Bowen, slip and sack him and strip sack him. So I think we can do that. In terms of the D, what Notre Dame's going to be facing, it's going to be tough. They're really good at getting the edge. So this is all based off of how they play Texas, which, if you think about it, Georgia beat Texas twice. Ohio State beats Texas, but that game versus Ohio State was so much closer than you actually think.
Ayo, this episode is sponsored and brought to you by CharmND. CharmND specializes in creating unique and authentic sterling silver vials and real items from around the Notre Dame campus. Each charm is carefully handmade and contains a little piece of the Fighting Irish spirit. Vials filled with dirt from the iconic main quad, pellets from the hollowed ground of the Notre Dame football stadium, wood shavings from the seats of the stadium, 24-karat golds from the Notre Dame football helmets, water from the serene St. Joseph's Lake, candle wax from the peaceful grotto, water from the Notre Dame reflecting pond, and holy water for added blessings. Charms are priced at between $20 and $30 and can be customized to your needs as a necklace or a lucky charm. Check us out at charm_ND at Instagram. Our charms are a perfect gift for any Notre Dame fan or alum. So go CharmND and go Irish. Now let's get back to the show.
And that game was so much closer than you think. Everyone thinks, they won 28-14. No, they were about to tie at 21-21, and Ohio State had a lot of holes. But their defense, they're going to get the edge. They fill the box very heavily. And there's lots of pressure. So they're going to blitz on first down. They're going to blitz on third down. And they're going to clog the middle. They're going to force you to go to the outside. And that's where I think Jadarian Price comes in and actually makes a huge impact there on being able to bounce out to the outside. Jack Sawyer, yeah, he's good. He should have had a couple more sacks, and there was a play where Ewers was able to throw the ball and push it out, which was, a beautiful play by him. But he gets the quarterback, and so that's going to be a premier matchup to watch. But he's good, but not great. He he has a big push to him, but get in front of him. Get in front of him. Stop him, and they'll get deflated. Um, One thing is that their linebackers aren't very fast, and you can get them exposed on wheel routes. Exposed, especially number 8. He kind of is a little shift here. He goes a little bit too hard. Expose him and do wheel routes. Wheel routes are huge against this team. I don't know how many times Texas, probably like 6 to 7 catches for big plays were when Notre Dame had wheel routes, or when Texas had wheel routes. Notre Dame needs to do wheel routes. That will be a key to this game. Need to get to the quarterback, and there's a little bit of backpedaling by Texas quarterbacks. So you could tell that the pressure was there in that game, and that the pressure is going to be here in this game. Riley Leonard needs to step in the pocket or be able to move forward. Don't be stepping back because they're going to be coming after you. Um, there are pockets in their zone that are obviously open and that are available to expose, I think, a little bit of what their defense is doing and their secondary is doing, but you need to be very fast. So Riley Leonard needs to make a decision and stick quick with it, or pump fake. Freaking pump fake. Why does nobody pump fake? I know it's too fast, but like if you pump fake, you're gonna make somebody bite and then boom. Or give it to Greathouse and let him go make a move out there. So we'll see. Um, I wouldn't throw sweeps. We saw what Jack Sawyer did, and that did not work. Texas looks like a bunch of idiots by doing that. So don't throw any sweeps. And the last thing I'll say about their defense is that safeties will hawk and they'll move on the ball. They come in hard. They hit hard. These guys hit hard. This is the best team that we're playing this year. We've played some incredible teams and we've had so much adversity, but these are some incredible teams. And so I am focused on just playing good football. Just play good football overall. That's all the notes that I have there. That's a lot of notes. It's about 30 minutes of notes right there. But I just have to say, luck management has been every facet of this year's team, and I am so proud. I'm so thankful that I've been able to cover, watch them, and be a part of it. Being a part of the Notre Dame community, being a part of this run has blown my mind. It's given me so much joy to see my team. I haven't had a major championship since the Yankees won in 2012. None of my teams other than that have won. I am begging, I'm hoping, I'm setting my intention, I am pleading with the universe that Notre Dame wins this game and fights through. Ohio State, you're a great program. You're an incredible football team. But this means more for Notre Dame. This means everything. This is the pinnacle moment of Notre Dame football and where we go. The sky is the limit. You have tradition, you have honor, you have thousands and millions of fans out there representing the Catholic institutions, representing who we fight for. Any fan that we can have, from Shane Gillis to somebody that didn't even go to Notre Dame but is Catholic, it doesn't matter. We want you to be a part of our team. We want you to be a part of Notre Dame. And this is the moment that you can be on the biggest stage in college football and show it off. This is the moment where Notre Dame solidifies and brings itself back to being the premier college football team, from making millions from this college football and not even having to hear anyone talk about our independence or joining a conference or you got to do this, you got to do that. No, this brings freedom. This brings notoriety. This brings an ability to control your own destiny, to solidify recruiting classes for the future, and start something that will last. If you can do this, it will last for years and ripple and bring us back. Now, on the other side, We could lose, and it wouldn't be that bad either. But these moments go by fast. Dynasties fall in a year. Dynasties do not happen very easily. And I am here to say that I think that Notre Dame is on the right path. And this isn't everything, but in this moment, it feels like everything, and it is everything. I believe in Notre Dame, and that's why my final score prediction, Notre Dame 24, Ohio State 21. Notre Dame is going to win this football game. Notre Dame is going to do it. Notre Dame will be college football champions. I hope you believe it. I hope you like this analysis. I hope you see that this is a different team than the Notre Dame that you know. I'm so proud of these guys. I'm so proud of Marcus Freeman. I'm so proud of everything that we stand for and everything that we will stand for going forward. It will be a class act game. It will be beautiful. It will be a stage set. I think it's going to be a classic. I think people will be talking about this game for years. I will never forget it. So all I have to say is go Irish and keep living the luck management lifestyle. Peace.